Once upon a time, there was a world far from anything we know. A world without land, where everything is covered by water. An endless ocean filled with life. There is a guardian, born at the same time as the ocean itself. He is an octopus-like being, immense in power, tasked by the god of this world to protect the seas and its people. Humanoid sea creatures live in harmony, thriving in the beautiful watery realm. However, there remains a prophecy where the unknown invader will come and destroy this peaceful land one day. Although many have forgotten, it looms in the back of the Guardian's mind, forever reminding him of his duty. People were enjoying themselves on a festival, but unexpectedly, the day which they thought would never come is approaching them. The invader appeared, and the once harmonious people were suddenly thrown into chaos. The Guardian fought with all his might, but the battle was already decided. No matter how hard he tried, he stood no chance. Nevertheless, he fought on, refusing to surrender, even as he stood on the edge of death. With his determination, the people were in awe. They all knew too well that victory was slim. Even then, an idea sparked in their minds. The people were praying. Strangely, they were praying to the gods for themselves, but for the Guardian. For the first time in their lives, they wanted to do something for the one who had protected them for eternity, never once living for himself. They prayed for his safety, for him to be freed from this battle. But the Guardian didn't want this. The god heard the voices of his people, and moved by their plea, decided to use the last of his power to cast the Guardian into the rift of time and space, a place where reality itself bent and twisted. Once he opened his eyes later, he found himself in an unfamiliar place. It was dark all around, no land, with only a shine of light in the far distance.
Is this afterlife? So...
He found himself in an unfamiliar place. The people around him wore strange clothes he had never seen before, with swords hanging at their waists. But the most unsettling thing was the world itself. Lands, waters, rivers, forests, and clouds. Things he had never known. A world beyond his wildest imagination. Lost in thoughts, he followed the clouds, only to find himself standing in a forest, facing a small shelter that seemed to belong to someone. The man looked at the Guardian with sharp, knowing eyes. He muttered something under his breath. So, the disaster has arrived. Come in, child. For some reason, the Guardian couldn't understand why the old man took him in, treating him like a son. For the first time in his life, the Guardian learned what it meant to live, not as a protector, but as a person. He discovered emotions, happiness, sadness, even the warmth of a father's love. Life feels different now. It was peaceful, but peace doesn't last. One morning, as the Guardian went out to hunt a beast to fill their stomachs, a group of people gathered outside their home, shouting angrily.
Hand over the disaster.
We know you have him.
If you want this child, you will have to go through me. was a battle raging against time, and as the Guardian was making his way home, time began to catch up to him.
Oh, man.
For once in his long existence, he felt something deep inside. Something inside him broke, like a dam bursting under unbearable pressure. The fragile thread tethering him to reason and purpose snapped, leaving nothing but a hollow void. The void was quickly filled with an all-consuming rage. A rage so deep and primal that it drowned out everything else. His grief, his love, his humanity, all were swallowed by the storm within him. And in that storm, he lost himself completely. The Guardian picked up the old man's sword, and a surge of power erupted within him. Wild and uncontrollable, consumed by unrelenting fury, he struck down everything in his path. Beast or human, it didn't matter. Anything that showed the faintest sign of life became his target. His wrath was unyielding, his strikes merciless. The nearby city was reduced to ruins, the streets painted in destruction as they slaughtered all in sight. No matter what the people do, their strength on numbers, they could do little against his unrelenting wrath. Realizing they couldn't kill the Guardian, they turned to their only remaining option, to combine their powers, weaving an ancient spell to open a rift in order to send the Guardian out of their world.
Quick, finish the incantation. We can trap him.
Now's our chance! He's trapped!
The Guardian forced to resist, but the pull was too strong. The rift swallowed him whole, casting him out of their world and into the endless void beyond. For the Guardian, it was another cruel twist of fate. He wanted revenge, to return to the place where the old man had fallen, but there was no way back. His rage burned on, but with nowhere to direct it, it became a heavy, silent ache. Time lost meaning as he wandered through the fabric of space and time. He then became a restless soul, who got rejected by every universe he entered. Wherever he went, his presence wasn't welcome. He was cast out again and again. His existence became a cycle of isolation and wandering, each step taking him further from the life he once knew. Eventually, the Guardian found himself in a strange new world. His power, once boundless, was greatly diminished here, as though the laws of this universe weighed against him. Earth was strange and overwhelming. Towering buildings stretched towards the sky, glowing screens lit up the night, and humans moved about in machines that roared and sped across the ground. Technology and culture advanced far beyond his understanding, surrounding him, leaving him bewildered, yet intrigued. And so the Guardian began to adapt to this new world. Though he didn't know it yet, this strange planet was about to take him on a journey unlike anything he had experienced before.